Hello, hello. You guys, my hair is popping today. You know why? Because it's like 3 days old. So all the product, it really laying, it's really, what am I saying? It's really laying well. But I'm getting my hair done tomorrow, so we'll have another style, I guess. Well, no, maybe. I think I'm gonna keep it the same. So hi, Familia. Hello, welcome. If you don't know who I am Magdalene. Janet, welcome to the fam. Don't forget to subscribe and join because I'm always here. So remember when we talked about my top 10 drugstore favorite products? It was new and then kind of all time, and then there was two parts. So guess what? We're on the high-end side. Sephora mainly. Most of these you can find them at Ulta, but we're gonna talk about my top 10 all-time favorite products. These are not really new. These are like truly loved products that I've repurchased because they're that great. I will have everything tagged here on screen for you. If you see the pop-ups of the products that I'm talking about, it's because I add them. They're affiliates. So that does help my channel a lot if you click on it, if you buy, or even just check the product out. It helps your girl a ton. And as always, I will always have everything linked down below for you in the description box. But of course, never any pressure. I just like to let you know. Okay, you guys, I'm so excited because we're gonna have to do a part 2 because there's a lot of products. You know, we love the high-end here. And I was looking like 10. I minimum have like 20. I think I'm gonna have to do an honorable mention because, you know. Starting off with the Mario Masters Matte Palette. I've been legitimately using these. Well, the first one, the Warms or the Neutral or the original, I've been using this for 6 years straight. The moment it released, it has great undertones. The mattes are super pigmented. They're super soft. They're not too powdery. They don't make your lid look super textury. I have a bit of a textured lid, and I use this palette today and literally all the time. It also has a neutrals, which is more of a cool tone. I also love this so much. You can see how beat up it is because something about a matte look is so timeless, it's so classic, and it's easy to do. You really can't mess up. And typically with the matte palette, you can really just use 2 shades, but 3 shades and make the look super fancy, like you took so much time. You know me too. I love a good matte look, and it's probably because I have oily skin. These palettes just have been my go-to since it released back in 2020 when Mario actually released his makeup line. And I love them. I think these are great. They are worth your dollar bills. I think they're 50 or 60 bucks. It is expensive, but I'm telling you, you will be using this palette until you're finished with all the shades. It's just that great. I'm so loyal to these palettes. They're so good. They're so pigmented. And girl, anytime you see a matte look that I have on, it's most likely one of these. I love it. I was recently, oh my gosh, I was recently on a panel on YouTube and I used this palette right here. It's kind of like the cool tone palette. Always comes through for me, especially for big events, even everyday looks. I just love it. I cannot rave enough about these palettes. Please get them. I'll tag them for you because it is a tried and true makeup product and a staple, so to speak. Okay, so this is quite revolutionary. This is one of the first products, setting sprays, that truly melted your powder. Again, because I love a matte look, sometimes I found myself a little too powdery. You know, it happens. It is what it is. And once I released the powder melt, I absolutely love it. Loved it because it truly melted your makeup, but it didn't give you like a greasy, oily look. It kind of just made your skin look like skin. I used it today. You can tell I'm looking a little melty. And not only does it melt your powders within your skin, it also keeps your makeup together and it blurs your pores. I actually compared this one to the MAC Fix Plus. I'll put the thumbnail here if you want to check it out. I'll actually tag it for you. When I tell you the comparison, I thought they were about to be the same thing because yeah, that's the idea. But this one, spoiler alert, this one won because it just kept the makeup on so well, super smooth, and my pores were a lot more smoother on this side than the MAC side. This is such a great product. This is my second one. I got the first one in PR and I purchased this one recently because I felt like I needed it so badly. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it to the point that this is honestly one of the best powder melts for me. I think it just does the job that it's supposed to do, and it also sets. It's like a 2-in-1. It's a powder melting setting spray. I low-key have also replaced primers with setting sprays. I don't know, lately me and primers have not been getting along. I think something's just not working. So lately I've been just doing skincare and then my makeup and then setting with this, and we're good to go. Okay, enough. I've raved about this long enough. Go get this. Go get this. Oh, another thing before I wanted to mention. Since this released, I feel like there's now a lot more hydrating mist, powder melting mist. There's a bunch now. Like Kofi just released one, which I really like. Rhode has theirs. I think Rhode might have had theirs before. And MAC Fix Plus, they have theirs. They're like the OG and the oldie but goodie. But this one to me is still my favorite. So that was the point I'm trying to make. Now this type of setting spray is becoming a lot more common because it gives you like a very natural looking makeup that lasts all day, you know? And I tell you, this is the most softest, gentle, non-cakey, non-textury pressed powder that I love so much. The Givenchy, you know how Givenchy had their loose powder and it was matte, and then they reformulated and they put some shimmer in that, and we were like, no, no, no. But then they came out with the pressed matte version, and honestly, I wasn't a big, well, I'm gonna say I wasn't a big pressed powder fan. I just felt like it did not work well for me. But what I discovered is a pressed powder is perfect for the under eye area. If you have textury under eyes, if you have creasy under eyes, just getting a brush here, this is how I use this powder. It's kind of like doo-doo a little bit, and then you just put it underneath here. It gives you such a soft look as opposed to using a puff and like putting so much powder here that makes you look super cakey. This powder is so gentle. You can even use it on your face. Like I used it like this today. You can put in something fluffy and then just press it in. So you get like a soft look. This is what this powder does. It gives you a very soft, gentle, matte look because it's pressed. When you're using a pressed powder, unlike a loose powder, you're gonna get less product on the brush. It's gonna be more of an intentional application and product on your brush as opposed to a ton on your brush with a loose powder. So I do find that a pressed powder is going to be best for your under eye area or areas that you tend to have texture. Oh my gosh, you guys, my nose is running. Oh, not my dirty thing. A pressed powder will just deposit the product very gently and a lot less than a loose setting powder. So that's what I've recently kind of discovered, especially with my under eye areas, is how gentle this powder is. I love it. I'm in the shade number 4. I can probably use shade number 3, but I personally love shade number 4, which is this bad boy right here. And all right, speaking of powders, let's talk about the loose powder that I love so much. But I recently discovered a new shade. Well, not new, but I found it in my stash and I started using it, and I'm like, okay, this is the shade I wanted. Huda Beauty Banana Bread. Huda Beauty powder, not only is it one of the most finely milled powders out here, let me show you the finely milled powder test that I do with my finger. Wait, I need more product. You're gonna go like this, and then you're gonna go like this. See how it adheres on your finger? This is when you know a powder is finely milled. It should look like baking flour. You know how baking flour kind of sticks to one another? This is how a good setting powder will look, especially if you want a very soft, mattified, blurred look. Huda Beauty Easy Bake is fabulous. I love the shade Banana Bread. Huda Beauty has so many shades for every skin tone. With the different shades, you can also use it to contour or to like enhance your blush. Use it on your skin like I do with the Banana Bread. This powder, it's just one of the powders that I always go to. Also the Laura Mercier, but I gave that one away, so it's not here. But that, let's call her a little honorable mention. The Huda Beauty's powder is great. It is very blurring, and it's kind of like a full coverage setting powder. So if you don't like that, this is not for you. But if you want a super glam look that it's gonna look great all day long and look great in photos and videos and just last so you don't have any separation. This is the powder to get. Personally, I love it. I've been using it since it released. I don't know how long ago it released. I feel like it's been a minute that it's been out, but this is one of the staples. This is like the Laura Mercier powder, where it's one of those, it's synonymous to having a great makeup day. And I give you flashback. A foundation. I cannot believe I can only pick one foundation because, you know, Sephora on the high end have a bunch. Foundation that I just keep coming to and I love, and it just works so well. The reformulated Armani Luminous Silk. You guys, first of all, this bottle, I've used like this. I have like this much left. I hope I have a backup. I think I have a backup. But girl, this is just one of those that not only gives you coverage, it makes your skin like look like skin. It's not heavy. It warms up to your skin. They have a ton of shade, so you will find your shade. It lasts all day. It's not matte, so you're not gonna ever get a mattified look. It's gonna be one of those foundations. It kind of gives a little bit serum foundation that's very pigmented, that gets better with skin warmth and the longer you wear it throughout the day. This is magic, and you know how many times I've told you I do not like reformulated products. I find that reformulations tend to just create a whole new product. But this is truly a better version, an updated version, better formula. And I did compare this one with the old one. And indeed, another spoiler alert, I'll put that thumbnail here. This one did the trick. This one did really wear so much better, especially if you have textured skin. Oily skin, it works. Dry skin, mature skin. This is such a versatile foundation that works so well, and a little bit goes a long way. You don't have to put a ton, especially for the price point. We need that. Okay, that's helpful. And of course, I have it on today. Look it, look it, look it, look it. Oh, I'm in the shade 6.5. I do have a neutral undertone. This is neutral golden, which actually works pretty well. So, ooh, look at this skin. Good, huh? Okay, we cannot talk about great high-end makeup without talking about a Danessa Myricks product. First of all, Danessa Myricks products are all good. There isn't a product that I do not like, but I only have 10 here. So I can only pick 10. So product number 6 is her blushes. These are the Yummy Skin Balm blushes. Quick, oh my god, why am I blanking on the word? Quick honorable mention, the Blur Balm. Ooh, she's so good. Okay, Danessa Myricks has the Yummy Skin line, and it's like a line that it looks like this. It comes like in a balm. There's this that could be used as a primer, as a foundation, as a skin tint, as a whole lot of things. And then there's the blushes. Oh my gosh, imagine she comes out with some bronzers in this formula. Oh my god, I can't wait. Let's put it out in the universe. Okay, these Blur Balm blushes are not only pigmented, they're super soft. They kind of give like a balm feel, but jelly at the same time, and it's very pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. With Danessa Myricks makeup, you're always going to get your money's worth with it. You don't have to use a lot of product to get the product working for you, and this is for every skin tone. This one is the shade Jubilee. I love this. This is so freaking good. You can tell how much I love it. And again, I used it for my panel. All this makeup I used for my panel, which is, as I was like thinking about it, I'm like, why don't I do a top 10? Because mainly anytime I do major event makeup that I'm gonna, you know, special days, like me speaking on a panel, I do use my favorite makeup that I know won't fail me. Because in the past, I've used new makeup or trying to do new techniques, and then girl, it just never works. And I don't know why I do that, but I've done that so much in the past. So speaking of the panel, I keep bringing up the panel. So I was on a panel for YouTube on Thursday, and me being a first generation Latina YouTuber that does everything on her own, for me to be asked to be on a panel was such a big deal. It's the reason why I started my YouTube channel was for representation, and the fact that I'm representing Latina women in a room filled with executives at YouTube headquarters. Oh my gosh, it was just a dream, and I couldn't believe it. I was so nervous, so nervous that entire day. I couldn't sleep. I had like the biggest knot in my stomach. Literally, I had never felt like a big knot in my stomach where I felt sick. I felt like I needed to throw up, but it was just nerves. And then when I started getting ready, I felt a lot better about it. And all in all, the panel went very, very well. I was so happy how it turned out. And I practiced all my answers and stuff, and I was able to remember and really articulate what I needed to say, because a lot of times when you're put on the spot, sometimes you blank, and a lot of times I do blank. So anyway, the panel was great. I wouldn't get these opportunities if it wasn't for you supporting me. So I truly, truly appreciate you guys supporting me and loving me, and thank you. I know this is like right in the middle of the video, but yes. So the beat was beat. Like, my makeup looks so good. It literally took me like 2.5 hours to do my makeup because I really took my time, and it was time for me to really relax and try to get these nerves out my system because I was a wreck. But I used her. She was so good. And I did film it. I think it should be up by now, all the footage from the panel. I did my outfit and my makeup. So anyway, this is just that good, you know? All right, moving on. Speaking of the best, YSL Lash Clash. This is my lashes, just Lash Clash. I get complimented on this mascara, or my eyelashes, anytime I wear this mascara. It gives you this volume and it separates your lashes. It truly enhances your natural lashes. And I think that's when a mascara has done its job, when your natural lashes are really, really enhanced. I luckily do have long lashes, but my lashes are extremely flat. They kind of go down. So this mascara really makes my lashes, give my eyes that va-va-voom that I need. I love this thing. I bought maybe about 5 of these because it is truly my favorite. I don't have a replacement. So anytime I like run out or it dries out, I go buy a new one. Speaking of Sephora and buying, why did yesterday someone use my Sephora points? I got an email and I was like, how did someone get a hold of my account and they use my Sephora points? Has that happened to you guys? Let me know, because I was like kind of annoyed. So I emailed the customer service. I'll see what they say. I don't know, do you get your points back or what? Honestly, it's not the biggest deal. Apparently that person needed the points more than I do. It was kind of like a little invasive, you know? It's like your business. How'd they get a hold of my account? Anyway, that was kind of annoying, but let me know if that has happened to you. What did you do? And yeah. Okay, moving on. I mean, I keep saying this is my all-time favorite, but this is truly my all-time favorite concealer, NARS. NARS, NARS, NARS. NARS Pot Concealer, is this what it's called? Soft Matte Spot Concealer is the best concealer to spot conceal, to wear without makeup. Because it's soft matte, it really adheres to your skin. You can even use it on top of foundation to spot conceal. I spot conceal my manchas a lot with this. I use this a lot when I don't wear makeup and I want to hide like this coloration. I always find when I add this just on bare skin, it really sits well on your skin and it adheres and it doesn't really crease. This product is truly so amazing. I'm in the shade Tiramisu, but I can use the next shade over too. I think Tiramisu is a little bit light, but I love it. I think it is so good. You guys always see me use this, especially on live. This is one of those products that I need in my makeup stash for my makeup to look good. Anytime I use this, I feel like I always get that extra oomph of my makeup looking good, because it is the perfect spot concealing product that adheres to your skin well. Because it's a cream, it doesn't slip and slide. Creams tend to slip and slide, but because the formula is a soft matte, it's gonna have a bit of a dry down and stay put. That's what makes this product truly, truly amazing, along with all the shades and different undertones that they have. This you need. If you're new to makeup, if you don't like a lot of makeup, if you just want to maybe conceal some of your blemishes or some texture, this truly is such a forgiving product. It works well, I swear, on every skin tone. You could really make your skin look even with this product, and it lasts. That's the thing. Like unlike a liquid concealer, I feel like with the liquid concealer you would have to set a little bit, do a little more maneuvering because it's wet. Liquid concealers tend to have like a liquidy feel, but this cream, and honestly, I cannot find a dupe for this. I've heard you guys tell me like Catrice has one. I've tried that. That thing is way too creamy. It slips and slides everywhere. I've yet to find a dupe or even like an alternative or a similar one. I cannot. If you guys know of one, let me know. I'll try it out. But girl, I just can't. I cannot find the dupe for this. And I feel like most of these products I can't find dupes for. to tell you the truth. Maybe this one, remember I just duped it out with the L'Oreal True Match. I feel like that's the closest dupe we have here. No. Okay, product number 9, this color corrector. Huda Beauty's color corrector has come in clutch for me every single time. I have this coloration here and it's really, really dark. A peach color corrector will neutralize that discoloration and make it look a little more even. So when I put my concealer on, you have like a seamless under eye where that discoloration is not coming out. The texture of this, it's thin, therefore it works very well for the under eyes. It's not a thick color corrector, and this peach is truly a peach. It is fabulous. I lately have been mixing it in with my concealer, or I add it first in my under eye area, and it just color corrects beautifully. It doesn't highlight. It's a great color corrector for me, and this is the one I always reach for. This is again something that I can't find a dupe for because the shade is so rich and pigmented, but it's also a very thin formula. It's really rare to find something that is extremely pigmented with a thin formula that doesn't blend away to sheer nothing. And this does the trick. It color corrects this for me every single time. This is such a trusted product. I love it so much. And they just redid the packaging where it doesn't get like super messy. This one's the old packaging and it hasn't gotten messy quite yet, so fingers crossed. But this color corrector is truly, you guys, this is bomb. Last but not least, none of these I have like an order from least to best to least. Wait, I need to fix my chair. Oh girl. I like them all equally and I think they all serve their individual purposes. Number 10, the Dior Jumbo Bronzer. At first I was like, do we need this? And then I started using it and I was like, yes. Why? Because it has this blurred matte formula with a cool undertone. You know, I love me a good cool undertone bronzer because then I don't look like a Oompa Loompa. And it applies in such a soft way. It kind of reminds me that softness of the Givenchy powder. You'll never have too much bronzer with this one. Whether you have a heavy hand or you want to go very lightly, it provides enough pigment for you to achieve the look you're going for. So for example, you just grab it here and gently it kind of melts into your skin extremely well. And since I started using it earlier this year, I was like, damn, do I really like need to like this $60 bronzer? But I do. I think it just completes my look every time. Because I have a small face, very pigmented products don't tend to work. One, I do have a heavy hand, and two, it doesn't work because makeup that's super pigmented on my face, it looks like it exploded. Yes, I know it's technique, but sometimes like we're just kind of going off and doing our own thing, and sometimes the makeup doesn't make up, and a lot of times it's because, I mean, granted, I am heavy-handed, but products like this or like products like this help me have transition in my makeup that look flawless, and I kind of have now appreciated that. I used to be like, I need all my makeup products to be as pigmented as humanly possible because that's what I knew, right? You equate pigment to good makeup, and that's not necessarily it. A product can have good pigment, but it doesn't have to explode. Like for example, on your brush or on your fingers or something. And this is when I started using this, I kind of understood. I see. You could be gentle. You could have a little gentle relationship with your makeup and things don't have to always be like in your face, you know? And I feel like this bronzer does that for me. I always love how my bronzer looks. I always have a great bronzer day when I'm using this one. This is the shade number 30 Tan Matte. And you can tell here, girl, look at her color. It's so cute. I love it. So this is it, Familia. This is my most favorite 10 products that I love from Sephora / high-end with two, why can't I think of that word? I keep forgetting it. Honorable mentions. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know, have you used these products? Do you like these products? I want to know the tea because Sephora and high-end, they have good makeup, okay? I love me a good high-end full face, you know? You know, I'm gonna do a part 2. I don't know if it's gonna come this week. Maybe I should film it today later because I'm going to lunch right now. I think we deserve a part 2, maybe a part 2 back to back. Let me know your thoughts. Should I do that? Okay, this is it, Familia. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know what is your favorite product, and if you have a favorite that's not here, let me know in the comments which one it is. So 1, we could either try it out, or 2, if I've tried it out, we'll chit chat about it because I really, you know, we want to know the tea here. I love that we are always sharing our tips and tricks about our makeup, you know? So I love you. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate you. And don't forget to subscribe because I'm here all the time. Click the button right here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Familia.